The police said the gunman likely killed himself. The shooting came just 8 days after a mass shooting in Uvalde, Texas, and 18 days after a massacre at a supermarket in Buffalo, NY. A man carrying a rifle and a handgun opened fire in a medical office building in Tulsa, Oklahoma, on Wednesday afternoon, killing 4 people before apparently taking his own life in the latest mass shooting to shock the country, the authorities said. At a news conference on Wednesday night, Eric Dalgleish, deputy chief of the Tulsa Police Department, said it was unclear whether the gunman had been targeting someone in particular. The identity of the gunman had not been determined, but he was between 35 and 40 years old, Chief Dalgleish said. The police received a call about a shooting at 4:52 p.m., and they arrived at the scene 4 minutes later, Chief Dalgleish said. All of the gunfire is believed to have taken place in one section of the Natalie Building's second floor, he said. The sound of gunfire drew officers to that area. Chief Dalgleish said that the victims could have been a combination of workers and patients. No officers were injured, he said. The gunman fired both his weapons during the attack, the police said. The Muskogee Police Department said that it was alerted by the Tulsa Police Department that the gunman might have left a bomb at a residence in Muskogee, about 50 miles southeast of Tulsa. Muskogee police evacuated the home and notified those in the area to stay inside, the department said. A bomb squad was on its way to the residence late Wednesday, and the Muskogee police were working to obtain a search warrant to search the home. Mayor G.T. Bynum of Tulsa said at the news conference that some of the families of the victims had not yet been informed about what had happened. This has been a facility more than any other that has worked to save the lives of people in this city, Mr. Bynum said. He praised the broad range of first responders today who did not hesitate to respond to this act of violence. The White House said that President Biden had been briefed on the shooting, which came just 8 days after 19 students and 2 teachers were killed in a mass shooting in Uvalde, Texas, and 18 days after 10 people were killed by a gunman at a supermarket in Buffalo, NY. When asked about his response to Tulsa's joining the list of American cities that have experienced mass shootings over the past few weeks, Mr. Bynum said that his thoughts are with the victims in here, many of whose families don't even know about this yet. If we want to have a policy discussion, that is something to be had in the future, but not tonight, Mr. Bynum said. Robertson, the chief executive of St. Francis Hospital, said, "There will be a very bumpy road, I think, ahead of us. But there are over 10,000 people that are part of the street,